speaking of getting back to work, it looks like now that some sort of DACA replacement might be on the agenda. Do you think there is enough bipartisan support to get something done on this? Certainly it seems as though there is relatively high public support for it.
Well, we know there is high public support. I hope there is bipartisan support. We've heard from our colleagues that on the Republican side that they are interested and they are in support of the DREAM Act. Unfortunately, I've heard this song and dance before. For many years, we've heard Republicans who were in support of the comprehensive immigration reform bills and then never actually brought them to the floor to vote. But of course, hope always springs eternal for us. We will work with Republicans to try to protect the DREAM Act. Unfortunately, I do want to point out that though we don't even have to be going through these machinations. The president is, showing a high level of cowardice by trying to basically pass this on to us. There's nothing that says that he doesn't have the power to continue DACA. He's only doing it basically to appease his base and is afraid to actually take a stand against his base.
And he's also sort of putting it in your court at the same time the Congress is already very, very busy with a number of pressing legislative issues, government funding, the debt ceiling. Does that reduce the likelihood that you're going to get something done because there are all of these other priorities?
No, what it does, what it causes the biggest problem is that something may get dropped, and we don't know what that will be. It's certainly, I certainly don't believe it's going to be the DREAM Act, but I do believe that we're going to have other problems when it comes to whether it's a debt limit, whether it comes to funding the government. If anything needs to go at this point, should be his tax reform plan. He actually hasn't proposed a tax reform plan, so he's giving that power also to Congress to develop. So I think at this point we should probably jettison that and focus on these other three areas.